Hey buddy, SomeNutzGuy here. Hope you're having an awesome day so far, and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be fulfilling something that I said I was going to do a while ago, and also answering a question that I get asked a lot, which is, what shaders do you use? And I use BSL shaders. I'm currently using BSL shaders. I think it's version 8.2, which is the second most latest version. And I don't want to update to the latest version because I finally got my settings exactly where I want them to be. And I don't know if the way that I copy my settings file over will translate to the newest version. And I honestly cannot for the life of me remember what settings I chose. So every time I create a new pack, a new mod pack, download a new mod pack, or create a new version of RLCraft for whatever reason in CurseForge, I always copy over a few files to basically copy my shaders and my Optifine settings over from one pack to the next. So I'll show you what I do there. I also copy my options folder file because right now I'm crouching with Shift, and normally I crouch with Control. And I changed a few other settings as well, just so that everything's exactly the way that I like it. And instead of reconfiguring that every time I create a new pack in CurseForge, I just copy these files over. So I'll show you how I do that. This is a fresh new install. You know, it's got the fog in the distance, and the water's all gross, and the glass doesn't merge together, and all the bad stuff and things. So I'm going to show you what my settings are. I'm going to show you how I copy my files over, and I'm also going to give you a download, probably from a Google Drive link or something like that, in the description below, so that you can download the shaders that I use, and you can download the settings that I use, so you can use the same shaders and same settings as me. I can't show you what the settings are that I've changed because I honestly don't remember. It was a while ago. But if you just do the stuff that I show you in this video, you should get the exact same settings as me. All right, let's go. Okay, so this is our new profile that we made on CurseForge. This is brand new. It has nothing added to it or changed. So if I open up this folder, you'll see it's just the basic stuff. It doesn't have the shader packs folder because that's added by Optifine. And if you go on mods, we'll see that Optifine isn't in there. So what you want to do, and if you have just created this and you haven't even opened it yet, it'll be even less, it'll have less stuff in it than this. Because a lot of this stuff will generate when you open the pack for the first time. Now I have a folder here. I have a folder called Add to New Mod Packs, and this has the things that I add to new mod packs. Surprise, surprise. So it's got a shader packs folder. Now this doesn't have a shader packs folder yet because it doesn't have Optifine, and Optifine adds the shader packs folder. But you can just add this in pre-Optifine, doesn't really matter. It adds. I have the Optifine and also the Morpheus mod. Now, the Morpheus mod I add is completely irrelevant to shaders, but this is something that I always add to my my mod packs because I don't like the vanilla spawn setting rules. This is a mod that allows you to set your spawn whenever you want just by right-clicking a bed. So that's why I add that. Irrelevant to shaders, but I still add it in every pack. This is my options file so that it keeps all my keybinds the same, etc. Now this, I don't really know what this is. I thought this was options Optifine because it was OF, but honestly, I don't know what this is, but I always copy it over from one to the other anyway, because it's another set of settings that I want to keep the same from one pack to the next. And then this is the options for the shaders. Again, you want to copy it over. I don't know exactly how it works. I just know that if I copy all this stuff over, it makes it so that the shaders and all my settings are exactly the same when I move from one pack to the next. All of this, I'm going to provide this as a download link for you guys through Google Drive. So when you click the link in the description below, you should be taken to a screen that looks a little bit like this. As you can see, I have given anyone on the internet with link can view. So as long as you have the link, which will be in the description, of course, you should be able to get to this page and you should be able to download this. Now, there's one thing missing here, which I copy over, which is my options file. And that's because that's more like keybinds, controls, you know, things that I specifically use but aren't related to the shaders or the way the game looks or anything like that. I also have Morpheus in here. Morpheus is the mod that allows you to set your spawn whenever you want. So you guys don't have to use this. This is just part of what I use, and I've been asked about this a few times before. So I've included this in here as well. You guys can use that if you want. Don't use it if you don't want. And then you just go up to here where it says add to new mod packs, and then click download after clicking the down arrow. Once that's downloaded, you can open up where that's downloaded to, and I would create a new folder. So just a new random empty folder, move the zip that you just downloaded, and then extract that here. And that will then add to new mod packs folder, which has the shader packs folder, the Morpheus mod, which you don't have to use. This is just for setting spawn. Optifine mod, which you do need to use ideally to optimize running RLCraft anyway, but also for the shader packs to work. The options OF file, which again, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's with regards to like dynamic field of view and certain things to do with the game, the way the game looks. So the other folder I don't include. So if you'll see the difference between mine and the one that you guys download is I have this options file in here, which isn't in here. This is for my controls, settings, things like, your field of view, bobbing view, keybinds, etc. So, I have mine quite specific. I don't want to mess with your guys' stuff there. So this is just for the visuals and for the Morpheus mod. So what you'll then want to do is open up your folder. So in CurseForge, you want to open folder. And under mods, so you will click these two here, control click these two, so select both, and then move them over to mods. When you move them over, I'd hold control, so it copies them over instead of moving them. So it'll copy those two to the mods folder, and you'll see they've moved in, but they also have stayed here, so you can keep these here for later. Now you'll notice that there isn't a shader packs folder because the shader packs folder is created by the Optifine mod. If you launch the game with the Optifine mod in, it will create a empty shader packs folder, but you can just add this now manually. You don't need to wait for that to happen. So now you want to select these three other things, the shader packs folder, options OF, and options shaders, and just drag them, drop them, holding control to copy instead of just moving. It'll ask you to replace. Yes, you want to replace the files in the destination, and then you should be good to go. Now that should have worked. Now what I would recommend is you'll want to increase your RAM if you're using these shaders. So you'll probably go to view profile, click the icon here, click profile options, and then use system memory settings. Untick this and move this slider up to, so 4 gigs is the recommended for RLCraft generally. Between 6 and 8 is probably what you want for shaders. So maybe somewhere between 6 and 8, maybe 7, maybe 8, whatever the case may be. Click done. And then you can launch this. You might want to rename it. And honestly, just in case, guys, I would maybe duplicate your profile. So maybe this is the profile that you're playing on, this one called Shader Test. Maybe duplicate the profile. This will copy everything over just to make sure that nothing goes wrong while you're doing this. Anytime you're testing something new like this or updating or anything, it's a good idea to duplicate the profile just to back up just in case anything goes wrong. But now if we launch this, all of our settings and shaders stuff should have transferred over. As a side note, when you are changing from one version to the next or creating a new profile because you want to do something different, you see I've got a lot of RLCraft profiles, you can also, for your own purposes, open folder and just copy your options file over from one to the next so you don't have to redo your keybinds every time. In fact, once you have your settings optimized the way that you want it to be, like I do, you don't need to have them in a separate folder necessarily like this over here. You can just go into your one mod pack. So you can go open folder here. You can go open folder here. You can have those two open. Say this is the new one. This is your old one where you have all your correct settings, and you can just copy these straight from here. Shader packs, options OF, and options shaders, and just copy those over straight to there. That is one option, and then you can copy the mods that you want to copy over from here as well. So say, for example, it was Morpheus. You can then. I don't have Morpheus in this one, but as an example, if I had Morpheus in this one, I could copy Morpheus over from here. You don't have to have it in a separate place. So sometimes I do just copy it straight from the previous mod pack. All right, we're in. We're loading up the same world that we started in here at the beginning of the video. All right, and we're in. And as you can see, it all worked beautifully. The sky looks all nice. The water's all clear and smooth and lovely. The glass is all combined and looking all sweet. And because I didn't copy my files, my options file over, I'm still, I don't have my keybinds, so I'm still crouching with shift, which honestly I find weird and have never gotten used to. I don't understand how you guys crouch with shift. I find it so strange. We can zoom because that's an Optifine feature. So all is well. And hopefully that all works for you guys as it should do. If you run into any problems or you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I'll be happy to help. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Take care. SomeNutzGuy. Grab gaming by the nuts.